What's up, everybody? Rob Cash on the set. Before we go any further with the video, any mentioning of any digital assets is not financial advice. If you're an adult, make sound decisions like getting a financial advisor. Let's move on. Now, I'm going to get straight to it. There was a comment, and I pinned it at the top of the comment section of the last video on the year-end roundup. And I'm going to get right to it, and I'm going to read it to you guys, and we're going to discuss it, okay? It says, verbatim, ha ha ha, end of year, and y'all still po. Ha ha ha, stuffing bags with invisible money won't make you rich. Ha ha ha. I have a beautiful handmade silk suit that will fit you perfect, but it's invisible. Will you buy it? Now, let's talk about how this comment is dumb on top of dumb, layered with extra dumb, with some gravy of dumb spiced with extra spicy dumbness, okay? Now, this fucking idiot says that we're buying invisible money. So now, I'm going to get straight to the plain shit. If we're buying invisible money, guess what we're using? We're using invisible money to get invisible money, okay? Because fiat is an idea. It's not physical money. Fiat is an idea. Now, let's break it down. You want to talk about with your fiat worshiping ass like that's the best thing? Fiat is only great because that's the program that's been set forth, and that's the program that everybody agree upon around the world. The day they stop using it is the day I won't give a shit about it. It's just a tool, okay? That's it. It's just a tool. It's a value that everybody can agree upon, but the fiat itself is not the value. It's the value that's promised behind the fiat that gives the fiat value, you fucking genius. Now, the thing is this. Yeah, and I said genius on purpose. Now, the thing is this. Let's talk about currency before we move on to actual fiat. Now, I explained this in the video many moons ago, but sometimes we got to get back to basics for the idiots out here. Now, currency, the word current and currency. Understand etymology of words. You might want to get a book on that, genius. Now, current moves water, right? Current is the energy that moves water, right? Just like current is the energy that moves electricity, right? Well, guess what? Gold is the energy that moves. Well, no, let me explain that differently. Now, you have fiat currency, right? What is the energy that moved that fiat? The promise of value on the other end, which is gold or silver or any natural resources, because that's how humans operate, off of natural resources, things that we see as value. All right. Now, the dollar was valued because at one point in time, it was backed up by the promise to be redeemed for gold or silver. OK, however, the dollar, which I'm using as an example, was taken off the gold standard in 1971, my birth year, by President Nixon in the U.S. However, the United States government made a deal with the Saudi Arabian government that no other country should be able to purchase any oil from them unless it's purchased in U.S. dollars, thus securing the United States dollar as the world reserve currency. Also, the United States was the only country on the planet that could refine oil, which made it harder for countries to even get away from that deal, okay? Because they had to buy it crude, and they can't refine their own oil, thus keeping the power in U.S. dollars, okay? Now, genius. The thought of fiat being physical is another dumbass idea, because Alan Greenspan actually came up with a program that gives the value electronically, how funds could be transferred throughout the world without moving physical cash. The man was so genius, they named a fucking channel after him. Greenspan, you know this, if you're a U.S. citizen and you watch that, genius. Now, the thing is this. If you want to put the FUD out there because you probably a government troll or something, I get that. But because you definitely know what I'm talking about. I'm basically, just preaching to the choir. If you are a government or institutional troll trying to FUD the poor working class out of the market because you're trying to be a part of the plan to create a super rich and a super poor mass, because that's what they want. Because this thing right here will cause an uprising from bringing poor people to an upper middle class and beyond. And the real powers that be don't want that. They want people suppressed under their thumb. So more than likely, I personally think you're stupid, because there are a lot of morons out there. Okay, so now let's get back to the whole invisible money thing. Fiat currency is invisible. It's an idea that exists. That much physical cash isn't lying around. So if there is a real bad economic crash, a whole boatload of physical monies aren't going to come back on U.S. shores. No, it won't happen like that way. It will come back as a dump in the system electronically. Okay, devaluing it immensely. That's what would happen. You'll be like Jamaica. It'll cost you $10,000 for a loaf of bread, which is normally, seen around $1 or $2 in value. That's what would happen. It will come back electronically. You can't touch it. It's in a program. It's in a computer. That's how value is moved now, dumbass. And not only that, if you were to have $1, okay, and you exchange that for value, it's just a coupon of a promise of the value behind it. So I'm going to explain it again, okay? Value is what two people or two masses agree upon what value is, all right? Drug deal going down. He has cash, he has drugs, an exchange of value. Not only that, they both agree upon the method of cash seen as value. So it's kind of like a trifecta of what value is. No different from the Holy Trinity. No different from the Holy Trinity of value. Okay? They both agree upon what is value so far as money, and they both agree upon what is value being exchanged. The commodity is the third wheel. Okay? You have the agreement of them agreeing upon what value is, and then you have the commodity that's seen as value. Whether it be he has milk, he has eggs. Those are the commodity, and both of them are just doing the barter system, taking it away from the Trinity, if you're doing it that way. However, if you're using a monetary system, you will have the commodity, okay, that you're buying, also with the agreed upon value used as that medium of exchange. So you have the commodity down here, and you have two people agreeing upon what the medium of exchange is. Now, getting back to fiat being invisible, it doesn't exist. It's in a computer program now, thanks to Alan Greenspan. And even then, the dollar, the yuan, the euro, the pound, all those things are just coupons that's supposed to represent value. Okay? The fiat is just a current that pushes the value of the commodity behind it, if there is one. And there isn't any right now, you fucking dumbass. There is no value behind fiat, except for oil right now and whoever has the largest army. Because if you don't take these US dollars, you'll have boots on the ground. Trust and believe. It's gangsterism with a pen. It's done in the Oval Office and in other offices and governments around the world. So, if you're not a government or institutional troll and you're just some idiot, you got to learn it today, okay? Because that's how the real world works. So, if you want to talk about invisible money, all money is invisible right now with the state that we deal in commerce. Unless you're holding physical gold or silver, or unless people around the world and a total consensus agree upon a new physical value that can be used as money. That's it. So, in essence, all money is invisible right now. You goddamn Einstein, you're a fucking idiot. So, the next time, if you're going to come at the cash, you better come correct. Because I'm always down for a teaching or a learning. If I'm ever incorrect, everybody knows I'm humble. Correct me. Let's learn. Let's move on. That's it. But for you to say that we're investing in digital money, guess what? The money we're using is invisible already. It's an even exchange, dumbass. Rob Cash off the set.